Look, whether you're a founder grinding day and night or an investor watching markets like a hawk, you've already felt it. This sinking feeling that ESG scores, those shiny little metrics everyone's obsessed with, might just be a smokescreen. They're selling you comfort, pretending to measure impact, but the truth? They often hide more than they reveal. You see companies ticking boxes, chasing ratings, but real change? It's nowhere to be found. You're angry because you know the system is broken, but more than that, you're frustrated because you don't know how to break out of this cycle. You want to invest in the future, not just in feel-good stories slapped with a green label. And you know what? That frustration is justified. These numbers are often just recycled data, recycled promises, and recycled excuses to keep capital flowing the way it's always flowed, towards the comfortable, the legacy names, the status quo. Here's the brutal fact. If you keep letting ESG metrics guide you blindly, you're going to miss the next big wave. Markets aren't reshaped by checklists. They're reshaped by real tough choices made by people who can see beyond the surface. Those metrics don't track the stuff that really matters, like whether a company is actually building new systems that challenge old ways, or whether it's just good at PR. They're not capturing transformation at the root. They're capturing polished stories tailored for ratings agencies. If you want to find the next market revolution, you have to stop trusting those high-level summaries and start digging deep, painfully deep, into what's actually happening on the ground. So here's what you do. Drop the obsession with superficial scores. Your job isn't to invest in ratings, it's to invest in radical change. Start by insisting on direct, verifiable impact evidence that cannot be gamed. Talk to founders and leaders like you, those who are creating new markets, building new tools, and pushing boundaries without waiting for a stamp of approval from some third-party consultant. Demand transparency that cuts through the noise and focuses on actual outcomes, not just intentions. Better yet, create your own network of eyes and ears to verify what's real. Be the vetting process. Become the investor who forces accountability not only on numbers but on culture, innovation, and resilience. Next, challenge your own frameworks. Stop thinking in old categories, environment, social, governance, as if they're separate chunks. Real impact requires weaving these together dynamically. Ask, does this business model challenge existing power structures? Does it disrupt extractive industries, or does it find loopholes to keep exploiting? Are they building something scalable beyond short-term buzz? If the answer is no, don't just pass. Actively push back, pull resources, point others away. Instead, funnel capital into ventures that don't just comply, but compel change by rewriting the rules of their industries. And don't be fooled by the noise of being green or socially responsible without hard evidence of transformation. The market revolution isn't about playing safe or following trends. It's about putting real money behind radical ideas that many today overlook because they don't fit into neat, comfortable boxes. That's where the outsized returns live. In companies that risk everything to build new sustainable infrastructure, new governance models, new ways to measure what really moves the needle in people's lives. Finally, build your circle with brutal intentionality. Forget trying to connect with everybody. Find the few who are not settling for easy wins, who refuse to be normalized by corporate or political pressures. These people are rare, but they hold the keys to what's next. Support them relentlessly. Force collaboration. Build around mutual accountability, not vague promises. That is how you create the momentum that will redefine markets. If the future you want is more than just better ESG ratings, if it's about real, systemic, market-shaking change, then this is your moment to stop playing by outdated rules. Stop chasing metrics designed for comfort and start investing in discomfort, in challenge, in raw innovation. Because that's where the next market revolution is hiding. And if you don't find it first, someone else will. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to discover more.